friends, welcome back. Our message today says, hello 4K. Let's talk about the letters B and D. Love Miss Christy and Miss Sheila. So we're going to talk about letter B and D. So letter B, you go do a straight line down, you frog jump up, you do a little curve and another little curve. And then for the little B, you draw a long line down and you swim back and curve around. And for letter D, instead of curving, it's kind of like the same, but you're gonna go do a long line down and do a big curve. And then for letter D, instead of starting with a long line down, we're gonna start with a magic C. So you're gonna do a magic C, you're gonna go up and swim back down. So B and small d look the same. So it's kind of tricky to remember what they look like. So we just got to keep practicing and you guys will get it. So let's practice our B. What does B sound like? B, b, b. And D is d, d, d. Now it's Miss Sheila's turn to read the book.
Hi, I have a fun book for us to read. It's called Brave Little Owl. So this week we're still talking about our families, and this is a story about the Brave Little Owl's family. It's written by Penny Little and Sean Julian. The pictures were also drawn by them. Let's see what happens with Brave Owl. Mommy and Daddy Owl were out hunting and Papa Owl was babysitting. Go to sleep, all of you, and no goofing around, he whispered. It's Grandma Owl's birthday tomorrow and I need to think of a really special present for her. So Grandpa Owl is tucking all the little owls in. Oh, let's help Grandpa. Please, 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 begged the biggest baby. We have lots of good ideas. Oh, all right, sighed Grandpa Owl. So what do you think would be the best present ever? For you to teach us to fly, shouted the twins. We're really not sleepy at all, and we're big enough. Now that is a good idea, grinned Grandpa Owl. But where's Little Owl? There's the owl family. I'm asleep, said a tiny voice. You can't talk if you're asleep, teased the boys. You're just a scaredy owl. No, I'm not, shouted Little Owl. He's pretending to be asleep. But she shivered and peered out over the nest. The ground seemed very long way down. See her? She's looking, she's thinking that's way, way up high. Come on, all of you, said Grandpa Owl. Gather around and copy me. We're going first, shouted the twins, elbowing past their big brother. No, I'm the oldest, so I go first, said the biggest baby, making the branch sway scarily. Move over or I'll push you off. That's enough arguing, said Grandpa Owl firmly. Now be careful or... Splash! Little Owl slipped and fell off the branch. Little Owl can't fly, but she can swim, hooted the boys. Grandpa Owl gave them a fierce glare, then swooped down and scooped her up. Back on the branch, Little Owl fluffed up her feathers, angrily spraying her brothers with a muddy water. Yuck! Stop that, they squealed. Now let's try again, sighed Grandpa Owl. Open your wings, lean forward, and oops! Little Owl slipped again and dangled upside down from the branch. All of you stop laughing, said Grandpa Owl sternly. Now everyone isn't good at everything. It takes practice. Now let's see if we can fly to that old tree on the other side of the woods, he said. Ready, steady, go. Help, cried Little Owl as she tumbled off the branch. Little Owl fell and landed with a crash. Ow! Gasped Baby Badger. I thought owls could fly. But she landed right on the Baby Badger. They can, smiled Little Owl sadly. Every owl except me. Big fat tears rolled down her feathery cheeks and plopped onto the ground. My brothers were right. I am a scaredy owl. Lots of things can seem scary until you try them, said Baby Badger gently. I used to be scared of the dark burrow, but now it's not scary at all. And I was scared of heights, said Little Squirrel, scampering down the nearest tree. But just look at me now. I was scared of owls, squeaked Little Mouse nervously. Well, actually, I still am scared of owls, but you seem very nice. And I was scared the first time the sunset left, Sunny Bunny, but now I know it always rises. Don't be scared, Little Owl, they cheered. You can do it if you try. Little Owl was too sad to try again. It was getting cold and she couldn't even get back to her cozy nest. Suddenly, a dark shadow passed over the moon. It was Grandpa Owl, and he landed with a huge feathery whoosh. There you are, my brave little owl, he smiled, and he snuggled her tightly under his fluffy wing. Can you keep a secret, little owl? Little Owl nodded her downy ears. When I was a little owl like you, I was scared of flying too. Little Owl opened her big eyes wide in amazement. You were? She whispered. I was, said Grandpa Owl, but I never gave up trying. He wiped away her tears. Now your grandpa has arrived and she's waiting for her present. So should we try it once more? As Grandpa watched Little Owl started to run, she felt the breeze tug at her as she lifted her gently off the hillside. To her surprise, her wings seemed to know exactly what to do on their own. Flapping and gliding, she rose higher and higher into the starry night. Look at me, she hooted happily to her friends. I'm not scared anymore. I can fly. Grandpa Owl flew up to join Little Owl, and together they flew over the meadow to the other side of the woods where Grandma Owl and all the other grandchildren were waiting for them. Everyone cheered and Little Owl landed. You're the best birthday present ever, whispered Grandma Owl, and you are very brave too. Little Owl never forgot how special that night was that she learned to fly, and as she grew bigger and stronger, she always loved to soar through the sky under the beautiful, bright silver moon. Oh, what a great story about family and grandmas and grandpas and helping each other out. So remember, Miss Christy worked on our letters B and D today. So you're gonna go to your seesaw activity and you're gonna work on some B and D activities too and doing some sorting with those letter sounds. Have a great day.